Hi, this is Linda with Casey Creations by Linda, taking you on a tour of my latest creation. It is a devotional and gratitude journal, and I'm naming it God's Little Children. It measures 9 by 6 and it has a 2.5-inch spine. I have covered everything with cream colored fabric and then overlaid it with some very light beige lace, the whole thing. And we've got some white here with little roses and flowers with pearls in the center. And these are white all around. And then we've got a big piece of lace going over here, scalloped like so. Here's the edge of it. And on the overlay are 2 embroidered flowers. And the lace here is crocheted cotton lace. And it opens up. There's your first page. And it says a grateful heart. And there's some of our little children. And we have a hymn card. There's another little girl. This is tied with some beige lace. And all the cards are backed with this layer of cardstock so you can write on every one of them. Open the page. We have gratitude and humility. The scripture you would find this and your prompts and action steps and journaling pace. I fussy cut out one of the little children and put it on each one of the journaling pages. This is a heart posture of praise. Pretty heart, thankfulness and suffering. It's a little journal card, and I made a little paper doll out of one of the little girls. More journaling, thankfulness and prayer. Fussy cut out one of the bouquets of flowers, overflowing with thanks. And there is a floral scrap that I've cut out. It does come in the kit. Recognizing God's goodness. And again, you've got the scripture to find it and your prompts and action steps. Another one of our little girls. And this does have 6 signatures in it. Journaling space here. There's Bibles. Little girl, little birds facing each other. A little pocket here. Another journal card and another hymn. One of the little floral clusters. 2 little girls. There's a side of the flowers, basket of flowers. These little children are so cute. There's the pocket here. That's the end of our first signature. Made another little paper doll. There's another one of our little girls. And over here in this pocket, we've got 2 journal cards. And you can glue something here right on that also. Floral custard. There she is kneeling in prayer with her little hands folded. Grateful heart, thankfulness and trust. These pretty little flowers and a little library card where they've checked out the Bible. Little girls again. Thankfulness as worship. There's a Bible. And prosperity and lack. Little circles, flower cluster, another little girl there, and the one the floral scraps. There she is kneeling on one knee with her little hands folded. It says everyday blessed. Made another little paper doll and a pretty little sunflower. And this is some, excuse me about that. This is some yellow satin ribbon. says abundantly blessed. And then we've got two little girls here. Little hens are in prayer. And she's got a bouquet of flowers. And I put her where she hung over the edge just a little bit. Floral cluster, little girl. Little pocket. And I fussy cut out one of the little girls and put her there. It says thankfulness unlocks joy. We bloom where gratitude is planted. And then behind these four little girls, made a little pocket out of them. It says give thanks in all circumstances. Flowers. Guarding against crumbling. Thankfulness in small things. A thankful heart is a peaceful heart. This is some teal lace to match the background. My journey toward a grateful heart. Just a basket of flowers. The impact on others. Here she is with her hands folded. The example of Jesus. And there's one of the floral clusters. And here's the center of that signature. Two little girls again. Big pocket here. Journal card. Pretty little bird. There's plenty of room in the pockets. You get to add what you like. There she is with her arms held high. She's blessed. And all these are fussy cuts that I added to the page. Floral cluster there. There she is with her Bible. And on this floral, I made a belly band with a little basket of flowers and pretty sunflowers. And this is some orange lace. This big pocket here. Got a journal card. Another little girl. The attitude of the heart. Little girls. Top pocket says, "Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his steadfast love endures forever." A shield against anxiety, and scripture to find help for your anxiety. Flowers. A life of thankfulness. Thankfulness and fruit. Little girls again. Little bird pocket here. A little journal card with some teal satin ribbon. It says, "I thank my God in all my remembrance of you." It's big sister and little sister. God's sovereignty. God's unchanging nature. Here's a side band. Little friends. Here's a little pocket. Another one of the floral clusters. There she is with her little guitar. Some baby blue lace. Grace upon grace. There's some twins. Thankfulness for salvation. And here is just some pictures of people, mom and her little girl picking flowers, saying grace at the dinner table, and a lady reading her Bible. The little girl singing. God's faithfulness. Gratitude and obedience. Here they are singing again. Block, little cluster. And here they are kneeling in prayer, and I made a little pocket from them. Another hymn. And there's the sisters again. This is some royal blue lace. There she is with her pretty red hair. Another big pocket here. Journal card. And there she is in the sunflowers. Grateful, thankful, blessed, and this is some baby blue satin ribbon. And over here, a little belly band out of the floral clusters. So I will give thanks to the Lord with my whole heart, whole heart. I will recount all of your wonderful deeds. Sacrifice of praise. God's strength, thankfulness and peace. The journal card that matches the pocket. There she is with her little jar of flowers. She has them in her hair. The power of gratitude and God's provision. There she is. Their little hands under her chin. In difficult relationships. She's reading the Bible. Kneeling in prayer. Their little hands clasped. There's 3 little girls all praying together. Little journal card. This is some cream lace. Here we have a pocket, another journal card, and I fussy cut her up, put her on this card. This is some orange lace again. And there's our little bird. And there's your back. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all the time you've spent. Until next time, stay crafty. Bye-bye.